Leonor, we are in your space at Gulbenkian, and it's absolutely breathtaking. So I would like you to speak about it, what you wanted to do on purpose for this place.
So I have a kind of a very special relation with this building, with this foundation. It's a foundation that always supported me as an artist when I was younger. So they gave me grants, they supported me in other exhibitions I had. So I wanted, for me, it has been like an honor for me to give back something that they always had supported me. So I wanted to kind of give back this generosity that the foundation had towards me and my work. And because I know this building so well, and I have like a kind of emotional attachment to it, I wanted to do something which is that makes the space. I mean, I often call this space a huge light box, you know, because there's so much, so transparent. There's so much light. I wanted to play a lot with the light, a lot with the different scales, like the different heights. This room has like 5 different heights. So I wanted to make everything transparent and translucid, and so people, but at the same time creating moments of intimacy in the space, like the idea of making a floor made of cork, which is a material that we often see in interiors of apartments, for example. Making lamps, using lamps, which could be like a domestic lamp we have in our apartments, and then have this idea of like inserting kind of more intimate moments in the space, meaning I've made an installation. I don't like to use the word installation. I made an environment, let's say an environment, that kind of allows people and bodies to circulate and also spend time with the work. I wanted people to spend time with my work, and for that I created these moments which are sometimes more intricate, sometimes a little bit more transparent, sometimes a bit more isolated, and I combine this with sculptures that I've made for here, and then other sculptures that I've had done before.
But there's an insider's reading, because there's a lot of references to artists, right?
Yes. Well, my starting point was this idea of bringing back the work of this women architect that her work has not been recognized as an author, author of the construction and design of this building. Her name was Sadie Spite. She was married. She was an architect, and she was married with Leslie Martin, who was the architect that designed the building, the original CAM, in the 80s, in 83. And that building opened with an exhibition, I think with a collection, but if I'm not mistaken, I'm not sure because I haven't seen that exhibition. But they've made a series of screens to install works, and I've shown a few of the screens, the only 2 screens that are left here on the exhibition I curated upstairs. And so the reference to her, I visited a house they have constructed, which they co-signed in the beginning of their work in Cumbria in England for a textile designer called Alistair Morton. And then I've made a series of sculptures based on a few elements that I've measured from the house, and then I did sculptures based on patterns that she designed. She was also working on a lot on textiles and furniture.
But there's also Sophie Tauber, right?
There's also Sophie
reference.
Tauber. There's a reference of people that sometimes there's a connection and sometimes not, because I was working on that before, and I thought this was a moment for me to still testing this myriad of different...
So it's not really necessary that people understand the reference. You want people to feel the space.
The titles of the works, they kind of give a little bit of reference to that, but I want a spectator first to look at something. They don't know necessarily what they're looking at. And I'm kind of interested in these cryptic moments, which are, and we don't have to understand everything. And for me this is important, because things exist as they are. They're formal, they gravitate, they occupy space, they activate space, they speak to us or not. So this is also important for me.
Obrigada.
Obrigada.